Hey guys, welcome to the 2016 Shelby GT350R. Those of you who have been with us for a few months will know that I flew all the way to Lime Rock in Connecticut for 3 laps in the regular 350 in the rain with an instructor. And although the car was great, the experience was a little disappointing. No one's fault, it's just the way it was. I think they felt a little bad because after our big group track test at Thunder Hill 2 days ago for drive, they let me take this car home for a week and play by myself. I did track test the GT350R for drive. The video will be free and coming out very soon, but we're going to see how it is in the canyons today. You know, being the R, it's obviously the more track focused of the 350 models. But that doesn't mean it might not make, it doesn't mean it won't make a good street car. In fact, I'm hoping it does because I plan to buy one and daily drive it. And so you're gonna see it's spectacular. Voodoo V8, 5.2 liter flat plane crank, 526 horsepower, Tremec gearbox, 373 Torsen diff in the back, magnetic shocks, Recaro seats, big 15.5-inch brakes, 6-piston in the front, 4-piston in the rear. They've tweaked so many things. There are entire articles dedicated, thousands of words to the chassis tweaks in this car. And after driving one for 3 days and on the track, I'm convinced you could not replicate it in the aftermarket for anywhere near what this car costs. So let's go for a drive. But let's choose our mode. We're gonna go, actually I prefer the dampers in normal for the street. Our steering feel, which is adjustable through the electric steering, in normal, which is the middle one. And then we'll go to sport in the performance traction setting. And then of course my favorite button, the loud button, which makes it loud. Oh, all right, here we go. This car feels very, very special. It's just a car that as soon as you start it, it has such a motorsport feel about it. And it has a red line that basically never ends. 8,250 RPM. It sounds like you're being chased by the Civil War. The handling are all just amazing. The wheels are carbon fiber, they're by Carbon Revolution, and the price difference from the regular 350 to the R for all the stuff you get is less than the retail cost of just the wheels. Listen, 5,500 RPM. On the downshifts. The tires are Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2s. They're a little loud for the street, but extra grippy on the circuit. The Tremec gearbox feels so much better than the Chinese MT82 gearbox. It really is right at home in this car. And of course, the whole package feels very hunkered down in no small part due to that carbon fiber wing and splitter exclusive to the R, which give this car more downforce than a 911 GT3. But anyone who's ever driven a 911 GT3 or a Ferrari will recognize the specialness of an engine like that. This has the same kind of specialness. It has its own feel, its own vibe. It sounds like a Grand Am car. And I'm still in third gear. The red line doesn't end as these guys pull out very slowly. Cyclist. It's so ridiculous. At the track day at Thunder Hill, I actually got out of the Viper ACR and got into this. And although yes, the ACR is faster because it's a race car, this was more fun. It feels livelier, more playful. Even compared to the Camaro Z28, which is great. This has 20 more horsepower, weighs 110 pounds less, have the specialness that this engine has. And for all its power and all its capability, it's forgiving. It won't bite you in the ass. It's capable and communicative. The steering could have a little more communication, but it is direct. You rev it just to rev it. You upshift just to downshift. Unlike some other road course oriented cars, this gearbox actually really rewards fast shifting. If you get lazy with the shifts, the engine revs up and down so quickly, it becomes tougher to rev match. But if you're going quick and you're shifting quick, it's real happy. These brakes, I did a 30-minute track session and they didn't lose a single bit of juice. They were golden. And we've caught a Jeep. Okay, until this guy decides to pull off, there are a couple of downsides. One, because of the weight savings, you lose the back seat. These panels aren't covered in the extended leather, and even with the $3,000 tech pack, the radio still kind of stinks because it's only 4 speakers. Also, these Recaro seats, they're a little tight for a guy like me. They might break in like the Fiesta STs. I certainly hope they do. And it's loud. It's loud. All right, well, if he's not going to go, I'll turn around. It's loud to the point of proper obnoxiousness around town. At the racetrack or up here, it seems about right. Oh, good turning radius. It seems about right, but around town, it's so obnoxious. So I actually put it in quiet mode around town. Also, the chin splitter scrapes a bit around town, but it's cheap. It's plastic. It's easily replaceable. And, you know, we've got 305 section tires in the front, 315 in the back. And when you go over a 300 up front, if the road isn't very good, it does catch bumps and the nose moves around. On the track or a good road, it's fine. On the 405, it stinks. But fair trade, if you ask me. It's just so special feeling that the revs just never ever end. And actually, believe it or not, I drove this car 500 miles back from Thunder Hill yesterday, and I did manage 20 miles per gallon at like 85 to 95 miles an hour the whole way in 6th gear. So really pretty decent fuel economy given the high revving NA performance. Also, below about 3,000 RPM, it does not make a ton of power. It's usable, but if you want to go quick, you really do have to keep the revs up, which to me is it's a plus and a minus. It's not a drag car. It'll still do 0 to 60 at under 4. It'll still run low 12s, but it's not a drag car. It's a road course car and a canyon car. Cypress. The sound is worth it. The sound is worth the price of entry. Perfect pedals for heel towing. The seats, they are keeping me in place really, really well. I'm able to steer with my fingertips and not by hanging on. You know, all right, so I'm a little bit of a Ford fanboy, and that's because I've owned so many of them, and they've been fun, and they haven't let me down. But I know the people behind this car, and the passion they brought to this project is unlike the passion I've seen from them anywhere else, really. I mean, this is Jamal Hamidi at SVT, and an old friend of mine who said this is the Mustang he's always wanted to build. And knowing what I know about that guy and his team and what this car is like to drive, this is the Mustang we all want. Everybody wants it, and I want it more than all of them. This water bottle is around. Sorry. And I didn't even hit red line there. The wanting one so badly. So much grip. So much grip at the front. So much grip at the back. And that sound is so unique. It does. People say it sounds like a Ferrari. It doesn't. But it does have resemblances of the Italian stuff. It's more like a Ferrari V12 that you hack 4 cylinders off of than it is like a 488, which is higher pitched. This got some bass to it. It's nuts. It's nuts. And with these magnetic shocks, even in tour mode, this is the softer mode, but look at this. There's no loss of sportiness. It just dials out some of the bumps here. As we turn around, I'm going to go back into sport shocks, and we'll see if you can see the difference. I hope you guys. I mean, look, you guys are going to accuse me of being paid off, which is completely ridiculous. These cars are selling for 20 over. They don't need to pay anybody. Everybody wants one, okay? But I want one more. So, Jamal, Saeed Deep, all you guys, Jim Farley, Mark Fields, hello, this is Matt Farah saying, I want one more than all of your VIPs combined. I do. Backup camera's nice and clear, although the turning radius is not great. You want to try launch control? Let's try launch control. Launch mode is active. And go. It works. You only need one shift to hit 60 miles an hour. If you're not on board with me with this thing by now, I honestly think you don't have a soul. This car is crazy. It's so good. It's so rowdy. And yet it's refined-ish. Maybe not on sound, but Okay, I'm done now. I just wanted them to get a drive-by right there. So, okay. Upsides are many. Special engine, incredible engine. Suspension tuning, incredible. It's only 3,700 pounds, which is going to be a lot for you guys, but trust me, it's not. The carbon wheels, I mean, the sticky tires, the supportive seats, suede steering wheel. I mean, professional grade shifter treatment. I've already mentioned the bad things. There are not enough good things to say. It's crazy, and I want one, and one way or another, I'm going to have one. Mark my words, because it's incredibly special, and if you can find a way, you should get one for sure. See ya.